Coming up on the sports desk, we asked for it, and let's just say they delivered. It was another postseason slugfest between Bishop and Sierra Canyon in high school boys basketball. On the high school diamond, a member of the Red Hot West High School softball team celebrates a milestone. The Tartars baseball team starts another win streak, and we'll check in with the never-ending hitting clinic known as El Camino College. Plus, the Warriors men's volleyball team has been killing them softly so far this season. We'll have all this and so much more. The Sports Desk begins right now. Welcome, everyone, to the only sports show designed with the Torrance sports fan in mind, also known as The Desk. Thank you so much for joining us, and don't forget to join us on social media. It's where all the cool kids hang out. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share your videos and photos, and by all means, give us some ideas for future stories. Do you know a local athlete, coach, or team that should be featured on our show? If you do, please let us know, and we'll be sure to feature those folks on an upcoming episode. Do I really need to say anything about these highlights you're about to see? Not really. After all, they pretty much speak for themselves. What more can you say? We got the matchup that we asked for. Bishop Montgomery versus Sierra Canyon in the CIF Open Division Regional Semifinal, a.k.a. the rubber match. We all know what happened the first two times these teams played each other this season, and let's just say there was much of the same in this one. The game was moved to Calabasas High School to accommodate all of the fans, and the usual stars were in attendance. Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen, Lakers legend Derek Fisher, and of course, the BMHS Swaglet. After all, they're the real celebrities in all of this. Their team, Bishop Montgomery, held a slim 1-point lead after the first quarter. Wouldn't last, though. Second quarter, Cassius Stanley misses, but follows his own shot and stuffs it in. Sierra takes their first lead, 14-13. Kenyon, Martin, Fisher, and Pippen like what they see so far. End of the half, they're not going to like this. Josh Vasquez nails his third three-pointer of the half. He was on fire from downtown. Knights led by 5 at the break. Third quarter now. Knights went absolutely bananas. Gianni Hunt from downtown. 3 of his 15 points on the night. Will Crawford, the rebound coming up right here to Singleton. D. Singh, who finished with 16, goes coast to coast to give Bishop a 17-point lead with 2 minutes left in the third. Knights led by 11 heading into the final quarter, and then this happened. Things got real crazy, and I mean real crazy. I'm not even quite sure if that's dancing, but whatever it is. Cassius Stanley, the steal, and he goes all the way in for the cram shot, 2 of his 20 points. Sierra down only 1. Next possession, off the Dwayne Washington miss. It's Kenyon K.J. Martin with a putback and 1, and that capped off a 22-2 run for Sierra. They led by 1 with 5 minutes to go. Tied at 59 with just over 3 to go. Singleton to Vasquez. 3 of his game-high 23 points. Bishop back on top by 3. Less than 25 seconds to go. Dwayne Washington Jr. for 3. And just like their last game, he sends this one into overtime. Are you kidding me? In OT, Sierra up 2. Cassius Stanley would foul. Josh Vasquez shooting a 3. And you know what happens. Vasquez goes to the free throw line. Cool as a cucumber, and he would hit all 3 of his free throws. Bishop leads 70-69 with just over a minute to go. And then Scottie Pippen Jr. with Gianni Hunt all over him makes some pivot foot magic and cans the J. Sierra takes the lead with 30 seconds left. Time winding down. Singleton for 3. Hunt for 3. Singleton then gets tangled up, and, well, that's all she wrote. Sierra wins 72-70. Great sportsmanship here after the game. NBA legend Scottie Pippen consoling Gianni Hunt right there. Classy move. That's what it's all about, people. Bishop finishes the season with a stellar 28-2 record. Afterwards, we got some words.
We just lost momentum. We lost composure. I mean, they got a little momentum in their transition, which is their strength. You know, we kept turning the ball over, which led to get them easy buckets. We tried to outplay them. We tried to outwork them. You know, they're just 2 points better in this game. You know, and that's how it is. But we did good. We played our heart out. You know, everything we could ask for. We just came up short.
We just picked up our defense. That helped us and just fueled our offense, and that just kept we got things going for us after we started getting defensive stops and just getting lobs, dunks, and transition points. After we wore them out in the second half, they started spreading out more because they were more fatigued just by us running the floor, and that just opened up a lot of things for us.
28-2 overall and yet another top 5 national ranking. Not too shabby. Congrats on another amazing season, guys. It was a fun ride. All right, as we mentioned on our last episode, Bishop Montgomery senior guard David Singleton is a finalist for the Gatorade National Player of the Year Award. Singleton, who will attend UCLA in the fall, won the State Player of the Year Award recently, becoming the first Bishop Montgomery boys basketball player to ever do so. D. Sing finished his career at Bishop with 2,042 points, which is third best on the scoring list. And after the game against Sierra Canyon, I asked David about being named the California Player of the Year.
You know, it's significant for me and my family. You know, it shows that individually I'm working hard, whatever we're doing is working. You know, my individual performance, you know, people are noticing it throughout the state. You know, so it's pretty big for us.
Good luck to David. All right, and while we're on the topic of Bishop Montgomery basketball and the postseason, we have to mention this guy, David's former teammate Jordan Shackle. Jordan is a freshman guard on the San Diego State basketball team, and recently the Torrance native experienced March Madness for the very first time. The Aztecs of San Diego State were the 11th seed in the West region, and they ended up losing to 6th-seeded Houston in the first round. 67-65 was the final score, by the way. Shackle, who is number 20 in this video right here, did have 2 points and a rebound in 9 minutes of play. Oof, there's nothing like March Madness. Good for Jordan, man. This is awesome. Hopefully, the Aztecs will be back in the dance next season. Lots of college coaches have been chatting it up with this young lady, and they're doing so in the hopes that she'll play for their school following her senior season at Bishop. Nothing official has been announced yet regarding Kayla Padilla, but the Knights junior guard is certainly on the radar of many schools this spring. Padilla capped off a stellar season that included 4 30-point games, which is the most in Bishop Montgomery history, by the way. She averaged 19.6 points per game and won the Del Rey League's Most Valuable Player. If you're keeping score, Padilla has 1,380 career points. She's still a junior. Wow. From one Kayla to another, the accolades continue to pile up for El Camino's Kayla Bibb. The sophomore forward was named to the California Community College All-State First Team. Bibb led the Warriors in scoring this season with 16.4 points per game. She also averaged 10.3 rebounds a game. Bibb shot over 51% from the field and played in all 28 games for the Warriors this season. Kayla also won the South Coast Conference Player of the Year Award. Good stuff. All right, we're going to take a quick time out here on the Sports Desk, but whatever you do, don't go anywhere because you won't want to miss this. Coming up next, could the win streaks continue for the Torrance High School and El Camino College baseball teams? We have that answer and plenty more after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Yes, but see, you don't have a college degree.
Well, no, but
okay, well...
Wait. Before you skip over me, can you at least hear me out? No, I do not have a college degree, but I've been working 2 jobs since the age of 18. I've been doing internships while raising my little brother, and any moment that I can spare, I'm studying, just trying to better myself. Okay, I'm ready for this.
Wow. I'd love to hear more.
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Hi, I'm Jordan Peele. I'm usually trying way too hard to be funny. Well, right now I'm going to be completely serious with you. Online bullying is a toxic side effect of modern technology. No one's immune to it. Not you, not me, nobody. But there's a way we can fix it. This emoji in the symbol section of your phone's emoji keyboard. Use it when you see bullying online to say, I see what you're doing, not cool, definitely not funny. And I know what funny is. I coined the phrase wordness to the turdness. So, join me and become a witness. When you see bullying online, use this emoji to do something. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk, everyone. Remember to follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Share your story ideas, post your photos and videos. We want to hear from you, Torrance. After all, this is your show, so be sure to get involved. All right, in the words of Jerry Seinfeld, Newman, and this is exactly what opponents of the West High School softball team are saying this season, Newman, as in Mailee Newman, the senior pitcher, has been lights out for the Warriors this season. To say she's been dominating on the hill would in fact be an understatement. In a recent game against Basic Academy of Henderson, Nevada, Mailee allowed 3 hits over 5 innings en route to a 9-1 victory. And oh yeah, she also did this. You're watching Newman's 400th career strikeout. Wow, check that out. Bring in the heat. That is awesome. Now, Mailee's Warriors are off to an incredible start this season. They won 7 of their first 8 games, and they had their best finish in 5 years in the TNT tournament. The Warriors beat 2 of Nevada's top teams, Palo Verde and Centennial, to secure 5th place in the tourney. West is now 9-2 on the season, not too shabby. Another team that's blazing hot right now is South High. With their recent victory over Miracosta, the Spartans improved to 10-1 on the season. The Saxons of North High improved to 6-3 with a 6-2-3 victory over Artesia. All right, the Torrance High School baseball team is making some noise. So far, the Tartars have only lost once this season, and solid pitching and timely hitting would be 2 of the main reasons why. The Tartars were back at Kendall Field recently, playing host to Lawndale High School. Danny Miskell has our story.
Thanks, AJ. The Tartars gave up 0 runs in this game against Lawndale, finishing with 5 hits and 2 runs. It is St. Paddy's Day, so you can chalk up today's win to the luck of the Tartars. We come in at the top of the 3rd with 2 outs. Lawndale has runners on 1st and 2nd. Tartars defense turns up the heat with this 6-4-3 action. After this double play, the game is still scoreless. But now Tartars are at bat. KJ McLean steps up to the plate and slams the ball far out into center field and makes his way all the way to 3rd for the triple. Logan Young up next, and he knocks in KJ with this RBI, giving him not only the first run of the game, but this was his first official run after just joining varsity.
At the plate, it was good pitches, so I was seeing inside. I was thinking just be relaxed, don't be tense. Then came out the base knock.
KJ McLean he's a junior for us, and he was getting a start today. And this is his first year on varsity, and that was his first varsity hit. So it was a big spot for that, right? So he hit a triple, and then we scored him in. So that was really fortuitous, and I'm happy for him, because he's been waiting to break the seal and get that first hit.
Top of the 5th, Elliot Gallagher steps into pitch and gets himself into a bases-loaded jam. The count is 2-2. He pitches to Emilio Barrera and strikes him out. That was a close call.
It's a tight situation, but my team was backing me up. A lot of positive talk. Doan was just telling me deep breath, stay focused, and the team got me through the inning.
He has a great arm. He's a very talented kid, but another kid who's new to varsity, and he's battling emotion and nerves and things like that. And so he had a really good outing, and it came down to full count, bases loaded, 2 outs, but he was composed enough to throw a strike and strike the hitter out and get us back in the dugout.
Bottom of the 5th, Tartars Logan Young pops a single into the gap in right center and gets to 1st. Neil Feist at the plate. He takes the pitch while Logan steals 2nd. Feist then pops out. Kai Hirschberger up next. He slams his pitch out to right field and knocks in Ryan Miles, pinch running for Logan, giving the Tartars their 2nd run. And the Tartars held on to win this game 2-0.
It was a well-fought game. We had base runners. We had opportunities to score. Torrance, like, again, they're having a great season. They have a great program. The coach and I, we always keep in contact because I want to, emulate my program to the Torrance program here.
Lawndale is much improved. In the pitcher that they had on the mound, they can beat anybody with that kid. I mean, he was fantastic, and he gave us everything that we could handle for the day.
I love this team. It's a great team. I mean, I wouldn't ask for any team else, And I'm just looking forward to going to win league, playing against North-South, and all those other guys and get the dub, Come out league champs.
With this win, the Tartars are now overall 5-1. They've got 4 games coming up this next week, so let's just hope their luck doesn't run out. Reporting from Kendall Field, I'm Danny Miskell with the Sports Desk.
Thank you, Danny. The goal of every high school student athlete is to, of course, make the varsity team. Because, as the old saying goes, that's where it counts. And for most kids, that journey starts with the freshman and sophomore teams. After all, that's where you hone your skills and improve your game. Terrence Davis visited the North High School freshman and sophomore baseball team recently, and he tells us what they're doing to prepare for the next level.
North has endured a rough start to their season, dropping 3 of their first 5 games, but on this afternoon, they appeared energized and focused as they faced Santa Monica. The Saxons came into the game looking for their first home win of the season and looked like a completely rejuvenated group, jumping out to an early lead and never looking back. Head coach Jeremy Schreiber was blown away with this team's performance.
It showed a lot about what our team does, and everyone's stepping up. Pretty much everyone got in the game today. We pitched well, we hit the ball well, we capitalized on their mistakes. We played good defense. Before the games, I preach, hit the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball, and they did that to a T today. So I'm very proud of them, and I have nothing but good things to say about the kids. I got a great group of kids.
Coach Schreiber spoke highly of his players, but he admits they can be a challenge at times.
Discipline, for sure. They're young. They're still 13, 14, 15 years old.
Max Gaetano says the coach's ability to communicate and relate with the players has allowed them to grow.
Just kind of helps us build our confidence because he knows that he trusts us and he knows that we'll do good and we'll pull out the victory.
Coach Schreiber says he doesn't place expectations on his players in terms of wins and losses. Instead, he believes his job is to get them ready for the next level.
My job as a freshman coach is to develop them and prepare them for varsity and JV, so there's no hiccups and those coaches have to teach them anything, and that's my goal for them, is make it as easy as possible, the transition easy as possible.
Joey McCormick made it clear that Coach Schreiber remains committed to his job.
Coach Jeremy, every day at practice we run. We do base running with sometimes VAR, sometimes JV, and we have more competition during practice than games really.
Lately, Coach Schreiber has been emphasizing something that won't necessarily stand out in the stat sheet or the lineup card. It's the importance of supporting one another.
These are your boys. You guys remember your high school teammates for a long time. I remember my high school teammates more than I remember my college teammates. And they're going to have friendships for life out of this. And that's what I want them to get out of cheering each other on.
With this victory, the Saxons are now 3-3 on their season.
That's awesome.
Reporting from North Baseball Field, I'm Terrence Davis with the Sports Desk.
Terrence, thanks to college baseball now, where the Warriors of El Camino outscored their opponents 34-3 during their recent 3-game win streak. It's pretty safe to say those bats haven't cooled off yet. Nope, not even close. The hit-happy Warriors return home to face conference foe Chaffee. Bottom of the 4th, Warriors down 2-0. Matthew Becerra with 2 on, and well, that's G.O.N.E. good and plenty. Gonzo! It's a 3-run homer to left center. Spencer Palmer and Jordan Folger score. Elko takes the lead. They're up 3-2 now. And let's just say, well, they never look back. Same inning, 1 on for Jerry Granillo, and he's knocking some base. Granillo's rib single here scores Cody Whistler. It's now 4-2 Warriors. Elko wins big, 11-2. The El Camino men's volleyball team is also doing work this season. The Warriors are off to a 7-3 start, and recently they hosted Santa Monica in what was a thriller at South Gym. For the Warriors, this was their conference opener. Cedric Welton was there, and he has our story.
These two teams were evenly matched through 4 sets, and when you look solely at the numbers, this game would favor Santa Monica. However, the victory belonged to El Camino, who used a balanced attack to extend their win streak to 4. El Camino up in the first set. Matthew Donatucci spikes this one off Santa Monica into the stands. Warriors take set 1, 25-18. Santa Monica had a big lead second set. Vegas Lewin with a monster kill, and SMC takes the match 25-19. Third set, we're at 24-23 Warriors. Donatucci seals the match with a kill to the middle of the defense. The fourth set was back and forth and led to overtime. Kevin Lee set up for game, blocked by Vegas Lewin to push this to 5. The deciding set, we're at 14-13, and Vegas Lewin is looking for the kill, and it's blocked by Connor Payne to seal the victory for the Warriors, and the celebration is on. The Warriors were anchored by freshman Joseph Seco and sophomore Matthew Donatucci. I caught up with them and Coach Blount following the victory.
Yeah, it was a very close game, back and forth. They made some really good plays down the stretch. I got hit in the face. But yeah, we were able to bounce back and feed off our energy.
That was a big game for us. If they won that game, they would have been set for the playoffs, and we really needed to knock them off because we were both in 5th place. But they're a really respectable team. Props to all the guys for pitching in that game. We all played well, and it wasn't just me or it wasn't just the middles. It was everybody this game. Everybody played well.
Both teams, it's like playing ourselves. We'll get 4 or 5, they'll get 4 or 5. They're a great team, they had a great middle. A lot of respect for the program. We swept them last year. I think that pissed them off. And so they came in tonight with a little extra energy. But they took the state title from me a couple years ago. So we have a great friendly rivalry. Both sides made some mistakes. I think both sides can learn from what we did tonight. Playing in their gym will be much harder. They had a good crowd here, and over there it'll be even louder. They had one kid hurt. You saw him had his hands taped up. Wasn't a fair fight. We picked on him a little bit, and it's exciting. Good for the kids. We're pretty young. We only have 2 seniors, or 2 second-year guys, and all freshmen. So there's a lot of freshman mistakes.
This conference opener did not disappoint, full of action and various lead changes. The Warriors described the turning point, which gave them the win.
The turning point was maybe like all those crazy plays in the third set, a lot of free balls over the net, but we were able to bounce back and capitalize.
Well, we came in hard, but our second game, we aren't that good in serve receive sometimes, especially starting off, so that kind of messes us up. Sometimes our coach gets on us and it brings us down, but we just got to get back on it and just focus and be confident.
I thought we should have beat them in 4, and then we're up 24-21, and then we made some dumb mistakes, and to their credit, they made some great plays. And that gave them more energy, and they brought that energy into Game 5. And we were down 10-6 in Game 5. Usually those are the ones you phone in, you're done. And I reminded them it was our house, let's play like it, and they responded.
The Warriors held down home court, defeating the Corsairs 3-2. Reporting from the South Gym at El Camino College, I'm Cedric Welton for the Sports Desk.
Cedric, thanks. All right, we're going to take another quick timeout here on the Sports Desk. Don't move a muscle, though. Still to come, you're about to meet a very talented surfer from Torrance High School. She's making waves, that is for sure, and you'll find out why. Right after this, you're watching the Sports Desk. Tell your friends. As a matter of fact, don't stop there. Tell everyone. We'll be right back.
The thrill of riding in cars with kids. The importance of doing it safely.
Welcome to the wide world of car seats. Up next is Juan, competing in the Right Car Seat Challenge.
On your mark, get set, go!
Juan's kid is 6 years old. Important info, but that doesn't tell Juan which seat to choose.
Ooh, nice move getting her height. But he'll need one more thing.
That's it, her weight. But wait, what's he doing now?
You know, it looks like he's checking the size limits for each seat.
He's reading it. He seems to be making up his mind.
Yes, he's chosen the right seat for her age, height, and weight.
Now comes the final hurdle, registering it with the manufacturer. And he's registered! Congrats, Juan. You are a car seat champion.
For more car seat safety excitement, go to safercar.gov/the right seat.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk, everyone. There's an all-star competition coming up for high school surfing, and one of those all-stars is Torrance native Maddie Watson. She's a senior on the Torrance High School surf team, and she's been on the team since her freshman year. Danny Miskell will have a special profile on Maddie Watson that will air on our next episode, and here's a taste of what you'll see. This is Danny getting to know Maddie. Enjoy.
AJ, I'm here in Torrance Beach with local surfer Maddie Watson, and she prefers the shortboard over longboarding. Can you tell us why?
Personally, it's more of a challenge for me to shortboard, and I've broken my nose on a longboard, so it's not my thing. It's not for me.
No.
Yeah.
Well, can you go ahead and tell us about the board you got here with you today?
This is a Hypto Crypto. It's 5'8", and it's by Hayden Shapes, and I can ride on basically any kind of wave, and yeah, it's really reliable. So
it's your baby.
It is. It is.
And she's going to be needing it next month because she will be competing in the All-Stars competition, which she took 4th place in last year. Can you go ahead and tell us what you're looking forward to about the competition next month?
I'm looking forward to seeing how I've gotten better since last year and how all the other girls have gotten better. And I've been surfing with the same girls, competing against them for 4 years, and it's our last time competing, so it'll be bittersweet, you know, yeah.
Well, there's so much to look forward to. We're going to be following that story and telling you more about Maddie Watson. So tune in to next week's episode. You don't want to miss it, and we're going to tell you how she's going to be giving back to the community here in Torrance. Back to you, AJ.
Danny, thanks. Can't wait for that. Like I said, Danny's feature on Maddie Watson will air next week. And before we leave you, hopefully there's one thing you can take away from this week's show that will get you through the rest of the week. Just remember, when things aren't going your way and you kind of feel down, sometimes you just need to do this. I feel better already. I love it. All right, that does it for this week's edition of the Sports Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate your support. My name is AJ Vittone, and I've seen, heard, and said enough for 1 week. We'll continue this conversation again next week. I promise. Until then, don't forget to follow the Sports Desk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And remember, you can email us as well. We'd love to hear from you. That's all the time we have, sports fans. We'll catch you next time right here on the Sports Desk.